Good morning, welcome to a frosty Tuesday. This is the blossom on the pear tree in our garden, and it's reached, I reckon, its most perfect extent in the last couple of days. Great soaring squadrons of blossom have spread their wings and taken flight around me. Hello. I wonder if any of you remember the interview that Melvyn Bragg held with Dennis Potter, the playwright, in the early 90s. I remember catching it by accident and thinking it was one of the most compelling pieces of television I'd ever witnessed. And in it, Potter, who was in the last days of his life and medicating as he spoke, talked with great clarity about the life he'd lived and about the life he now saw in front of him. Right now, he said, outside my window, my bedroom window in Ross-on-Wye, the apple blossom has come into view, and it is the whitest, frothiest, blossomiest blossom you could ever imagine. And the nowness of everything, the nowness, is absolutely terrific. The Bible's word for that nowness is glory. And glory is a word that crops up again and again in the pages of Scripture to describe when things or people or God are witnessed as they truly are, at their fullest extent, that they are being all that they could be and seen as such. At the beginning of Lent, the church reads a piece of Scripture which describes Jesus taking his friends up a mountain to pray, and it's there that they kind of see him for the first time as he truly is, and he becomes dazzling before them, and they fall to the ground. They just kind of sit there taking it all in. But in the last days of Jesus' earthly life, which we remember this week, all that seems to turn negative, and friends become strangers. All that's bad becomes good, all that's light becomes dark. And it's at this point that Jesus is recorded as saying, now is the hour for the Son of Man, that's him, to become glorified. Almost as if that moment on the Mount of Transfiguration was the camera flash, capturing something real and true, that he was going to be developing from the negative on the Good Friday, in the darkroom of Good Friday. And so, friends, if you are feeling that the world around you, that life has become negative, that the good things, the true and the bright things have become inverted, and that you are feeling less glorious, or that life is less glorious, may you know that on the cross Christ was developing something remarkable, and he is there with you in your situation, taking it all in. God bless you as you go to ground.